Welcome back, Hermes lovers. My name is Tanya, and guess what? I also love Hermes. And in this video, we'll be talking about a delicate subject and a question I get asked so much in my direct messages on Instagram. What to do if your Hermes sales associate is ignoring you? Unresponsive SA, SOS. I get asked this question probably like 15 times a day. My sales associate is ignoring me. They're not getting back to me. They're not prioritizing me. I don't feel like my sales associate cares about me. And my favorite, my sales associate is not taking me seriously. So in this video, I will be answering all of those questions and what to do if your sales associate is ignoring you. Now, I know how hard you worked building that relationship, spending money at Hermes, buying your favorite things. You spent time and money and you invested and invested and invested in a relationship. And not only you're getting ignored, but you're also not getting a quota bag offer. Yeah, this all feels very familiar. In my 3 years of Hermes journey, I have encountered that exact same situation, believe it or not. First of all, let me start by saying that customer is always right, and that even though Hermes is playing mind games with us, we are still customers, we're still consumers. It is still your hard-earned money that you are choosing to spend on the brand. So choose wisely with whom and how you're going to spend this money. Now, if you are just starting out your journey and your sales associate is not taking you seriously, is not responding to your messages, or not prioritizing you enough whenever you go to the store, then maybe it's time to change your sales associate. Maybe next time you go in, make sure to go in on your sales associate's day off to just chat to different sales associates. Maybe not even buy so much, but see maybe if there's a better fit with some other sales associates. And if you don't find anyone that you kind of click with, feel free to go back and repeat the exercise until you find the person that you feel comfortable with. You're looking for that connection. It's almost like, you know, when you're looking for a partner or a friend, it's very similar because it is a relationship. It is commercial relationship, but yet it is still a relationship. So you want to find a person that you like and a person that likes you back. So if you're not too deep, if you're just starting out, you know, you spend a few $1,000s, water down the drain, just start over. Now I get a question a lot. If you have already spent 1-to-1 quota bag ratio, or 2-to-1 or 3-to-1, and you know, some of my followers have spent even 6-to-1 without a quota bag offer and with a sales associate ignoring you, I personally don't think it's okay. In that case, I do think that maybe it's time for a change of a sales associate, although I don't recommend it in most cases, but it could be beneficial to bring an Hermes manager in, like a store manager or an assistant manager, in a very nice and polite way. I repeat, a nice and polite way to make them aware of the situation. If you do feel in your gut that it is a good idea to change your sales associate because you are being ignored, then what I would do, I'm not saying you should do the same, I'm saying what I would do, I would kindly reach out to a store manager, maybe give them a call before, come in and say that you would like to work with someone who would be responsive and who would be available to assist you with your shopping experience. Now, please say it in a nice way. And I don't think it's a good idea to say to an Hermes store manager that you'd like to change your sales associate because you are not being given quota bags. Because they will say something like, oh yeah, because we haven't had any stock, or, you know, they'll make like some sort of excuse that is similar. But if you go and tell an Hermes store manager that you are being ignored as a client, and they will look up your profile and see your spend, then they will take it seriously and they will either tell your sales associate to give you a bag. Of course, all of this is a hypothesis and something that happens behind the scenes, but we're going to speak frankly about it. Or they will ask if you'd like to work with a new sales associate and they will pair you up with a new person. Now, in the case that you are paired with a new person, ask to talk to them first, to see if you will get along with that person, and be very honest with the management. Like, if you don't get along with the person that they are offering you, be honest and ask if there's anybody else that you could speak to see if, you'd get along better, or somebody that you like better. Like, be honest, but also very polite, and just make sure that you keep quota bags out of this conversation. Now, if the store manager says something along the lines of, I totally understand, this is not what we want to do for our clients, and I really do care about the customer service that you are given, I will speak to your sales associate to make sure that they are not ignoring you as a client. So if they recommend for you to stick with the same sales associate, I guarantee you that they will have a conversation with that sales associate and you will no longer be ignored. So most likely you would be kind of like fast-tracked to a quota bag. And then if you have been offered a quota bag and you still don't feel comfortable with your sales associate, now is the best time to switch. So once you have been offered a quota bag and you successfully got the quota bag and you still feel like you're not a priority for your sales associate, or they're only trying to work with you because of management, you are a consumer and you're within your right to shop with whoever you want. I recommend to reverting to sort of like the beginning of your Hermes journey, going into the store, maybe on your sales associate's day off, talking to other sales associates, and maybe start actually shopping with them. If you like somebody better, if you feel like you are a priority for other sales associates, after your first bag offer and purchase, it is the best time to go and shop with somebody else. And if a store manager comes back to you and says like, hey, I see you're shopping with somebody else, are you still unhappy with your sales associate? Then you can be very nice and polite and say something like, no, so and so sales associate did great, I was very happy with their service in the end, but I feel like I have a better connection with this person. I still love Hermes and I still plan on being a good client. I just feel like I have a better shopping experience with your new sales associate. Be very honest, open, and polite, and firm in what you want. And again, these conversations are very delicate conversations, and I will mention it again. It's always best to not bring quota bags into those conversations, but stand up for yourself. Remember that you are the client and it's your right to spend your money with whoever you want, and that having a good relationship and that click with your sales associate is going to make or break your Hermes journey. So you really want to have a good and open relationship with your Hermes sales associate. Be taken as a priority, be treated well, and obviously be treated with respect and not being ignored, for you to keep coming back and spending your hard-earned money. Let me know if you ever found yourself in similar situations. Would be very curious to see what you did, what sort of Hermes experiences you had. I am here to give you advice and my thoughts, but I am also here to learn from you because I love interacting with my community. I love learning from your experiences and hearing your own journeys. And don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram for more Hermes content. As always, with love.